How you doing, guys? It is Huck here. So I guess you're wondering two things. First of all, where the fuck have I been for the past while? And two, why am I playing a game that looks like this? When you first open up this game, it gives you a warning that this game isn't suitable for kids, it isn't suitable for people who are easily disturbed. If you suffer with depression, this game's not for you. And I've been reliably informed by the person that told me to put this game on my computer and play it that it is fucked up. So, spoiler warning, this is a playthrough. I haven't played the game at all, so this is my first time playing it. And yeah, this is Doki Literature Club. Now this is actually a free game, so if you want to play it, then feel free to take this, unless I say it's not a recommendation and an addition before it. Just download it and play it, yeah? I see an annoying girl run towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air. She's totally oblivious to any attention. She might draw to herself. That girl, Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together, and on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That means Huck. That's nice the way they do that. Okay. If people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Huck, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, and when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I worried that you won't learn how to socialise or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I don't know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. It's a NEET. In a few years, because you're not used to being in the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Okay. I'll just look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess I've seen her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. This is one of those games. Now, I was told this was going to be the case. That it's like one of the fucking pissy Japanese novel book jokes and it actually turns out to be quite good. Skill day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stay blank like the wall and look for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with them, with the anime club. Hello, Sayori. Sorry, I must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realise that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting here, spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought I might need some encouragement, so I thought I'd, know what, well, that you could come to my club. Yay! There's no way I'm going to your club. Really? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Now, I've been told that this game starts off as a dating, almost like a dating game, which, considering the Japanese feel to it, and the anime schoolgirls would really put you off, unless you were into that sort of thing, of course. Not that I've got anything against it. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Go on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make me promise you can't. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's just so cunning as to have planned us all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yeah, let's go. Okay, at least the music's changed, or stopped. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used to for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me the new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to a literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Huck, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Do you know what I mean? It's got that thing where you expect to see, do you know what I mean? The clothes coming off or some fucking, or at least some kind of fucking cutesy witsy. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. That's okay. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognise. A small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest of the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you've already met Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Huck. Huh? Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica, probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having a smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Okay, come sit down, Huck. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little bit excited. Then how about I make tea as well? No decision making so far. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk off to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get the icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around and my fingers looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice she's sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard that somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought it technically did, so you already said. Well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you dummy. Alright, okay. It's a bit aggressive. I gave up Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup down in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri. She's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises her eyebrow, then smiles at me. Okay. It is a slow starter, I'll give it that. So what makes you consider the literature club? Says Monica. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that it was practically dragged by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet and Sayori just seems really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own clubs? You could probably be a board member or any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and making something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling my dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in your club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like festivals that is so much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Okay. So Huck, what kind of things do you like to read? Am I going to get a choice in any of this? Well, okay, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I mutter to myself. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rims of a teacup with her fingers. My favourites are usually novels that build up a deep and complex fantasy world. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid that since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up when she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ha 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 ha. And I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I can relate to at the minimal level. And this late Yuri might as well have been conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give it back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Question mark. Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Sayori, oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we shall share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Huck? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. I'm defenceless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend even every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. You really did scare me there for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. And thanks again. Okay everyone, I think with this we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Huck, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Huck, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. While I'd really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club, perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Now this is where we actually get into doing some gaming. Now I've heard... Is there any chance of saving? Okay. What I'm going to do is... I'm going to save. And then I'm going to go to the main menu. Oh, the music. I've got to say, the music. Now, if I find out this isn't what I was told it was, I'm going to be so annoyed. But apparently, it starts like this and then it gets good, right? I've played games like this and they either end up shit or naked. But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to put another video of this out next week. Like I said, the game is free, so I'm going to leave a link downstairs, and if you want to play it, I will post this one up and I'll post the second part next week, right? So you haven't seen any of the game elements, you haven't seen any of the disturbing elements that's supposed to be here, and you can play it, and then by the time I come and post the next video next week, you'll already know what's coming and you'll get to see my first impressions of it, because this is my first playthrough. Yeah, Doki Literature Club coming at you. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I actually gained something like 7 subscribers since I last posted a video, so it seems me doing nothing is more popular than me fucking posting videos. On a side note, I'm 2 months into working my new job as a taxi driver. My plan is to start slowly saving up for a new computer, but I was considering getting a PlayStation 4. Let me know if you've watched to the end and you hear this. Let me know in the comments what you think of the PlayStation 4 and whether it's worth getting one of those, and whether I can record the gaming. That way, if I could do that, then that'd be a good way of getting some of the maybe a nice stopgap in order to get some of the bigger games like Res 7 and the Evil Within 2 up before I get my new processor and graphics cards. But I hope you all have a nice happy new year. I hope you had a lovely Christmas. I don't have any time to have a talk about a conversation. I've just been reading this shit. But yeah, I'll see you again next week with another Doki Literature Club. Till next time, guys. This is Huck. Peace out.